Hi YouTube, this is TQB. I'm back with another tutorial, but this one is actually on making hair accessories. Um, I've seen a lot of videos recently that show different headbands and things that are being made, like Naptra 85. I saw recently did one about some DIY headbands, but I also want to show you my take on some of those hair accessories. So stay tuned.
Okay, so here are the tools you'll need for this beading example. You need a couple pair of pliers. I like to use needle nose and angle pliers. You can use whatever you prefer. Along with the set of pliers, you'll need a set of wire cutters and a couple hairpins. To start off, you're going to make a loop at one end of your craft wire using your needle nose pliers. So form the loop and then taking the free end of the wire and the second set of pliers, you're going to wrap the free end around the loop created by the pliers and then continue to wrap the free end around the base of the loop until there's no excess left off. Now, you may have noticed that I used the second set of pliers to start the loop. I did that because without any weight on the wire, the craft wire tends to flail around a bit, and using the second set of pliers allows you to get a tighter loop on your initial rotation. Now, once you have the loop finished, you're now going to thread on your beads of choice. For this example, I'm just using some large clear crystal beads. I said these are a little large, but it's something I would use if I was going to a dressier event and I wanted it to be my top of jewelry. And I wouldn't wear a lot of jewelry and along with this because it could be a bit much. But you'll see when it goes on, it does have a certain flair of its own. Now, the number of beads you thread on is dependent upon a few things. One, the size of your head, how far to I should say second is how far you want the headband, in this case, to stretch across your head. And for this, I'm actually going for it to span the width of my head, which is considerable. So I'm making it a little long. All right, and now that you have all of your desired beads threaded on, you're now going to finish the headband by forming a second loop at the following the last bead. So once again, you're going to take your needle nose pliers and make the loop. And then using your hands, you're going to wrap additional craft wire around the base of the loop. Now this time you can see I'm actually starting to wrap with my hands, not with the set of pliers, and that's because the beads add enough weight and resistance to the craft wire that I can get a tight loop without having to start with using the second set of pliers. And once you've sufficiently wrapped the base of your second loop, you'll then use your wire cutters to cut the excess craft wire away. And then again, you'll use your pliers to squeeze down that last short free end and tuck it down into the bead so you don't have to worry about it snagging your hair or scratching your scalp. Once that's done, you're going to take your hairpins and thread those through the end loops of your hairband. All right. Now, y'all show you a quick way of how I might wear this headband. If I was wearing an updo, say for a social event, I may thread it across the back as a form of adornment on the back of my head, where my earrings would serve as my jewelry in the front. Now, what you see here are a couple other hair accessories or beaded hair accessories I like to wear on occasion. These are also done with craft wire and placed using hairpins.
Hey YouTube. Okay, so this is TQB. I'm back. That was just a short sample of some of the hair jewelry or hair accessories I like to make. As a side note, this is one of the headbands I made courtesy of watching Naptra 85's video on DIY headbands. Because if you're like me and have a slightly, well, not slightly, large head, the store-bought headbands really don't work. They'll go on your head, but they give a headache after the first hour or so. So now I have the way to make my own. Only variation I did with this is that instead of using fabric, I used a wide ribbon so I didn't have to do as much finishing on the edges. Thanks. Let me know if you want to see more of my hair accessories. Bye.